Hey everybody, Kayla here. Welcome to your practice. Today we'll be doing a slow flow for the whole body. We're just going to start laying on our backs. So if you want to find your way there, if you're listening to the playlist, go ahead and hit play. Laying down. Taking the knees so they're bent, feet flat on the ground, and then let your knees drop in towards each other, hands onto your belly. I'm just starting to observing how you're feeling, observing the breath. Noticing the cadence, the length, the depth. Noticing places in your body that need extra care or attention. And then let's take a deep breath together. Exhaling out through your mouth. Inhaling to fill. Exhaling, release. Last time, filling up. Releasing to let go. And then if it's comfortable, breathe in through your nose. Out through your nose. Trying to lengthen the inhale and exhale, matching the length. Deeply, deeply breathing. As you're ready, taking the feet the width of your mat. I'm just starting to kind of rock the knees side to side. They don't have to come all the way down. Try to keep your ribs on the ground. So we're not rocking on our torso, just the lower body. The next time you're rocking towards the left, go ahead and let your legs drop all the way over there. Bring your right knee on top of the left knee and reach back with your right arm. Left arm can do whatever you want. I'm bringing mine onto my belly and just holding it there. But we're going to bring our right arm, reach it up over your head, and then open it back out to the side. So you're just doing a quarter of a circle. Reaching up. So your bicep is next to your ear, and then reach back out. And then we're going to take it the opposite way. So take the hand down towards your butt, and then just reach it back out to the side. Maybe you're sliding your hand on the floor. Maybe you're floating your arm. The next time your arm is reaching out to the right, we'll take our right arm. Left arm can go out to the left now, and we'll reach over to touch the left hand, and then open back out all the way. Closing off. And opening up. Close it off. Opening it up, and then holding in your twist here. Trying to reach your fingertips as wide as you can, maybe spreading the hands out wide. When you're ready, we're going to roll back onto our backs and just bring your right knee into your chest, holding on to the knee, rotating through your ankle. And we'll take the hands to the back of the right thigh and just extend the leg up nice and long, pointing and flexing through your foot. If it feels good, you might kind of shake the leg a little bit. Maybe rotating through your ankle more here. And then just holding, pulling the toes back. You might give the leg a little bit more tug, but I want your butt to stay on the ground, so relax it there. And just breathe for a moment. And then we'll bend our right knee, bringing the foot back down to the ground. Hands back onto your belly or onto your ribs, and just rock the knees side to side. Noticing if you can feel a difference between your one leg and the other. The next time that your knees drop over to the right, we'll stay there, bringing the left knee to stack on top of the right knee. Right hand can do whatever you want. Left arm is going to reach out behind. And then we'll find that movement going up So bringing your bicep next to your ear and then reaching straight back out to the left. Just a few times. I'm rotating my palm up and down, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. We'll go up one last time. And then we're going to take it down. So bringing the hand down towards the butt. And then back out to the side. By the butt, I mean your butt. I don't know why I always say the instead of your. I'm trying to stop doing that. Bring it to your butt. The next time that your left arm is out to the left, we'll reach our right arm out and then close off. Bringing left palm on top of your right palm and then open back out. Closing back off. Opening out. Just doing that a couple more times. The next time that you're open, go ahead and stay right there, just lingering in this twist, letting the backs of the hands relax. Maybe you spread the fingertips out. Noticing how this side feels. And the next time that you exhale, rock yourself back through center. Left knee to your chest. Starting out just by rotating your left ankle. And then we'll move from here to the back of the leg. So hands to the back of your left thigh, kicking your foot up, and then point and flex through your foot a few times. Noticing right away any differences you feel on the side. The next time that your foot is flexed, just keep it there. Try to let your hips be heavy. Maybe you give your leg a little bit closer of a tug towards your chest. Then when you're ready, releasing your hands, bringing your knee down. Maybe just taking a moment here to breathe before we come up to a seat. We're going to find our way all the way up to a seat. So you can rock and roll if you want. I'm just going to press myself up. And I'll turn to face you. As we work through our standing postures today, I'm going to work along the long edge of our mat. So I'm going to go from the one side to the other. If you're facing in a way on your mat that doesn't make sense, when I come to the back of the mat, you'll just go back to the front. It just makes it so I'm facing you the whole time. Let's roll our shoulders back. Maybe take a moment to look up. And then round through your back, tucking the chin, pulling your chest back through, opening up nice and wide through the collarbones, and then draw your ribs towards each other. Find yourself nice and long through your spine, arms over your head. As you exhale, cactus your arms and twist over to the left. We're going to hold right here. See if you can keep trying to pull your left shoulder back, feeling it kind of in this right oblique a little bit. And then when you're ready, hands will release down. Left hand behind you, your right hand onto your left knee. Can you roll your right shoulder back? Get a little bit taller through your spine. Breathing in nice and deep. On your next exhale, your left hand's going to come across to your right knee. Rounding your back. Tuck your chin. See if you can take another inhale and make that space between your shoulder blades a little bigger. Exhaling to take your hands behind you, opening up through your chest. Look up. And if it feels good, just changing the cross in your legs. Rounding through your back again. Maybe your hands come forward. And then lifting up nice and tall through your spine, arms over your head. Cactusing your arms as you twist to the right. Trying to think about bringing the right shoulder back even further. Really squeezing in. Can you go a little further with your twist? And when you're ready, releasing the hands. Right hand behind you, left hand to your right knee. Roll your left shoulder back. Create space between your collarbones. Keep pulling in through your belly. You're not arching your back. Your spine's nice and long. Then we'll gently unwind, right hand to left knee, spreading the upper back nice and wide. Maybe even pressing into your hands like you're trying to pull your knees towards each other, just to get a little bit more sensation. And we'll release the hands out. Find your way over to all fours. Taking a moment to cat and cow. We're going to go through 2 slow sun salutations. So coming through center, tuck your big toes under just a little, pressing back to down dog. Keep your knees super bent. You might have to walk your hands back or forward, whatever feels good. I'm kind of shortening my down dog just so I don't slide, because my hands are not gripping very well on my mat. Think about pulling up through your tailbone. Look back towards your belly for a second. Shake out your head. And we're going to do our sun salutations from the back of the mat, so just walk your hands to your feet. Keeping your feet hips width, bend into your knees, grab opposite elbows. It might feel good to bounce in your knees, shake through your head. We'll release our arms, slow roll up to standing. Floating the arms straight up above you, lifting up through your chest. As you exhale, hands down to your heart center, roll your shoulders back. Maybe close your eyes for a moment, noticing the weight in your feet. You can keep your hands touching if you want. We'll inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale, bend your knees a whole lot as you bring yourself down, belly to thigh. Find your fold and halfway lift. Lengthen through your spine. Hands can be on the floor, the shins. You can bring them to a block. The next time that you exhale, fold back down, and we're going to crawl out all the way to a kneeling plank. Elbows straight back, staying in that kneeling plank. Drop yourself down to your belly. Roll your shoulders back, curling up, and then spread your hands out nice and wide. Take them out past your shoulders a little bit. Not your shoulders, past your elbows a little bit, lifting up. And then we'll drop right shoulder. Look over to the left side. Come back up. And then right shoulder. Now we're looking left shoulder down. Whatever is the opposite of what you just did. Coming back up. We'll bring ourselves back through center, hands next to your shoulders, press yourself up through all fours. It might feel good to round your back like a cat, and then tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Taking a moment here, seeing if this one feels a little bit better. If your thighs and hamstrings and back are still really tight, just bend your knees a lot. Heels can be really far from the ground if they need to be. Walking yourself back to the back of your mat. Maybe bouncing again. It feels good to let that spine release. Sometimes I take my hands, like I'm going to karate chop, right underneath my ears, and then bring my pinky fingers towards each other just to put some weight into the neck, into the head, releasing through your spine. The next time you exhale, release your hands down, slow roll up. Float your arms up in front of you as you lift them up. Bringing the hands to touch, and then exhale your hands down to your heart center. Maybe this time you take a moment to set intention for yourself or remind yourself of your intention. Checking in with the breath. You can keep your hands touching if you'd like. Reach your arms back up. Exhale, fold yourself down into your fold, releasing your head and neck. Hands to shins or the ground, halfway lift. Roll your shoulders back here. Think about the center of your chest trying to reach to the top of your mat. And folding back down. Crawl yourself out. We're going to go kneeling plank again. So walk yourself out. Drop down onto your knees. Untuck your toes. Let yourself lower all the way down. And this time, we'll take our feet a little bit wider. Roll your shoulders back, lifting up like you are coming into a high cobra pose. And then we're just going to look over our left shoulder. And then come back through center, look over the right shoulder. Coming back through center, lowering yourself down, tucking your toes under, coming up through all fours, maybe finding that big cat shape. And then sink all the way back towards a child's pose. Knees can stay kind of closer towards each other, not super wide here. Just seeing how the shoulders are feeling. We're going to do a little bit to open up through like our lats and side body. So as you're ready, coming back up to all fours. pressing into the ground with the fingertips. Right arm is going to sweep all the way up and open. As you're here, let's bring our right hand behind our back and just take a moment, maybe look up. The next time that you inhale, sweep your right arm back up. And I want you to take your pinky finger to face towards the top of your mat. We're going to chop across towards that upper left corner of the mat and let your chest dip down as far as you can. So you're trying to get a stretch through your armpit, through your lat. And then we're going to do that dynamically a few times. So inhale to reach back up, maybe turning your pinky finger to face the back of your mat and then rotating it back to that front corner. Opening it back up. Closing down. Last time, opening it back up. Closing it back down. And then we'll open back up and thread under, getting the back of the shoulders, sending your right arm underneath your left, head and shoulder to the ground. Left arm can reach. And I want you to think about closing your chest down rather than twisting here, creating space between your shoulder blade and spine. Maybe you can create a little bit more space between your earlobe and your shoulder. Slowly sliding your left hand back by your face. Press yourself back through center. Big cat shape. Setting yourself back up at center. Belly's pulled in just a little bit. Press into your right hand. Left arm is going to reach up. And then bring your hand behind your back and we'll hold here for a moment. Maybe looking up. The next time that you inhale, reaching your left arm up, turn your pinky finger towards the top of your mat. And then we'll chop across, reaching to that right corner, sending your chest down, noticing if this armpit and lat feel a little bit different. And then we'll do that 3 times more dynamically, less holding. Open yourself up. And then turning pinky finger to the top, close back down. Open it back up. Close it back down. Last time, opening up. Finding that chop across your mat. And then we'll find thread the needle. So reaching your arm up nice and high. Left arm threads underneath right. Right arm's going to lengthen to the top of your mat and then close your chest to the ground. Maybe making space between your shoulder and your ear. Slowly sliding your right hand back by your face. Press yourself back through center, big cat shape. And then walk your hands out wide. So maybe your hands come outside your mat, your thumb might still be on it, and we're just gonna like circle our body. So you're gonna bend into your right elbow. No, that's not our right. Into our left elbow. Let your chest come down and then come back up into a big cat shape. You're dropping your chest and then circling up on the other side. We'll do it one more time in that direction. When you get up to the top, rounding through your back, tuck your chin. And then we'll bend through our right elbow to your chest and come around 4 times. 2, 3. Last one. Coming back through that center point, rounding, walking your hands forward, bringing them back underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Let's walk our toes to our fingertips at the top of the mat. Maybe you bend your knees, grab the backs of your legs or opposite elbows again. Just sway around a little bit, checking out how everything feels. We'll slow roll up to standing. Taking your arms up over your head. And then draw the thumbs down to your heart center. Roll your shoulders back. Weight to your right foot. Left toes are going to find the mat. And we're going to open up, turn the knee out to the left, and then close your knee back off. Opening it up, closing off. 2 more times like that. And then this last time, come halfway. So your knee's pointing towards your left front corner, and we're going to slide our foot straight back into warrior one. So you're still keeping your foot just in that little bit of angle, and then adjust your hips. Maybe you walk your front foot out a little bit more, drop your tailbone, think about pressing through your back heel, and then sink further in. Can your hips and ribs squeeze towards each other a little more? Arms over your head. Taking a moment to notice how much you're gripping the mat with your toes. Can you pick them up and place them back down? Maybe a little bit more space in your side body here. Right arm's going to go behind your back. Left hand's going to come and you're going to bring it across. So you're bending over, left elbow towards right knee, and then sweep back up and open, create some space. Bending forward towards the right knee. Reaching back up. 2 more. Taking it up. And then last time, bringing it forward, hold your upper body here and bring your left arm behind your back. Let's humble warrior, just holding opposite elbows, letting your chest come down to your thigh. It might feel good to shake your head out or figure 8 through your chin. And releasing your arms as you sweep up, straighten your front leg and turn to the long edge of your mat. You might have to adjust your feet. Palms to the heart center. Bend your knees a lot. So you're like really bending in, like you're doing a really weird squat because your toes are pointing forward. And then we'll send our chest down, finding a fold. Once you get there, if it feels good, you can start to straighten your legs, but you're welcome to keep them bent and your forearms can come to your thighs to support you. Seeing how it feels to shift the weight slightly to your toes. And this is what I meant earlier when I said I was going to work along this long edge of my mat. So we're going to bring our fingertips to the ground, coming up halfway. If you're facing the short end of your mat, it doesn't make sense for you to come to the back of your mat. You'll just walk back up to the front. But I'm going to walk my hands to the back of the mat. We're going to step back into a plank and then drop down onto your knees. Find a big cow shape, dropping through your belly. Seeing how it feels from here to bend into your elbows, lowering the elbows to the ground and then forehead to the ground. Squeezing through your upper back. So it's almost like you're coming to a child's pose, but with your elbows hugged in. Eyes are at like ear level, not eyes, thumbs are at ear level. And then we're going to press back up, find a big cat shape. Maybe sitting your hips back a little bit more, letting your chin tuck in. Then downward facing dog, shift forward, tuck your toes. Hips up and back. Pedaling out through your legs, maybe wagging through your tail. And we'll walk forward to the top of our mat. So tiptoeing up to the top. Hands to your shins, halfway lift. Lowering back down. Roll up. Reach up, look up, palms to touch. Taking your hands down to your heart center, roll your shoulders back. Weight to your left foot. Right toes are going to touch the ground, and then you're going to open the knee out and close back off. Opening it out and closing. 2 more. This last time, just coming to that 45, so your knees pointing to the front corner of your mat, and then you'll slide your foot back, coming into your warrior one. If you need to open up a little bit more for your hips, do that. We're squaring off. We're trying to pull our pelvis up just a little so our hips and ribs are squeezing, and then reach your arms up. Can you create a little bit more space? If you're gripping the ground with your toes, let them release. Holding here. Breathing deep. When it feels good, left hand behind your back. And then we're going to bow forward, bring your right elbow towards left knee. Inhale, come back up. Exhale to come forward. Inhale up. 2 more. Take it forward. Bring it back up. And then this last time, coming forward, we'll hold here with our upper body. Just bring your right hand behind your back and then bow over humble warrior, looking to your back foot. As you inhale, coming up, straightening out through your left leg, turn yourself to the long edge of your mat. And this time we're going to turn our toes out. dropping yourself down. Keep your hands behind your back. Maybe you clasp the hands, opening up through your chest. And then I want you to keep your toes kind of at an angle as you straighten your legs. You might turn them in a little bit. Knees can bend. Find your way into your fold. Let your arms release down. And we're just going to shift side to side. So big side lunge, lengthening through the inner thigh on your left leg and then over to the right. Maybe finding some little sway here. And then finding center, both knees bent, almost like you're in a super wide malasana. Just let your head relax. Fingertips on the ground. Coming up halfway, turn your toes to the long edge. Find a long spine, halfway lifting. And walking your hands back up to that top of your mat towards the right. Drop to your knees. Big cat or big cow shape. Let your belly drop. Bending your elbows straight back. Bring your forehead to the ground. Keep squeezing your upper back. We're going to cross our ankles here. So left ankle under right or right ankle under left. And press yourself up. Can you walk yourself back and roll over? Both legs are going to come straight out. Adjusting through your sitting bones. Roll your shoulders. Fingertips on the ground. Take a moment to look up. Drawing in through your belly, can you press the heels of your hand through the ground and then tip forward? Holding right here, you might reach for your feet. You might let your arms just relax down. I want you to think about your shoulders relaxing back. Don't worry about reaching your feet if that means that you're rounding your back. If it feels good, actually, you might take your hands under your knees and just hold on to there. Chin in. Shake your head yes and no. We'll slowly bring ourselves up. Left foot's going to come in, planting it down. Press into your left foot so that your left butt cheek comes off the ground. And then sweeping up left arm. We'll bring our left shoulder inside of our left knee. Bring your palm to face down, and then right hand can go behind, giving yourself a little press forward. If it feels good, we're not going to bind today, but if you want to, you can reach the left arm to your left. Your left arm to the left. Just getting a little bit more sinking sensation. Maybe you can pull your left knee in towards your left shoulder a little bit more. And then gently bringing yourself up. Left ankle across right thigh. Hands behind you. Slide your right foot in. And then rock your legs side to side. Ooh. Just noticing how that feels. The next time that you go over towards the right, bring your left foot down and then just twist yourself towards the back of your mat. If you want to, you can stay right here or you can bow down, maybe bringing your forehead down. Trying to open your left knee up, just maybe feeling a little bit more stretch through your side body. And we'll press into our hands, come back up. Unwind yourself. Both legs straight out. Adjusting the flesh of your sitting bones and sweep your arms up over your head. As you exhale, try to reach your chest forward, starting to bow, and then just let your arms relax. Keep pulling your toes back towards you. Then we'll slowly find that length through the spine, bringing right foot in. Press into your right foot so your right butt cheek comes off the ground. Left hand can come behind. Right arm's going to reach straight up, and then we're going to come inside. Just letting your hand relax down. Again, not binding, but if you want to, reach your right arm to the right. Squeezing right knee into your right shoulder. And we'll slowly bring ourselves back up, unwinding. Right ankle across left thigh, slide the left foot in, lengthening your spine, and then rock your legs side to side. Maybe this side feels a little bit different. The next time that you're dropping over towards the left, your right sole of the foot will come to the ground. We'll sweep our right arm around, turning towards the back. You can stay up nice and high or bow down, bring your forehead to the ground. Noticing how this feels. And slowly pressing yourself back up, unwinding all the way, lengthening out. If you're probably towards the back of your mat because the way that we got into this, let's just slide a little bit further forward, soles of the feet together. Find length and space through the spine, open up through your collarbones, and then just draw your chest forward. When you're ready, we'll take our hands, sliding them underneath your feet. Maybe you can bring your heels to the ground. Maybe you can rock yourself back to float. If you can float here, maybe it feels good to take both of your feet and find your way into happy baby. Thinking about spreading the collarbones, pulling your upper back towards each other, your shoulder blades towards each other. You're kind of pressing into your feet to hold yourself here. If you need to, you're more than welcome to just bring your feet wider, having the heels on the ground. Sometimes coming up into this balance is not very easy. Feet can be towards each other. We're going to come into a happy baby laying on our back from here. So if you want to roll on down, or you can just lay on down. You're welcome to bring hands to the knees, hands to the shins or ankles, outside of the feet. Sometimes it feels good to toe lock, pulling onto the toe. But try to keep your low back on the ground and your shoulders on the ground. So if you're like curled up like a little ball, see if you can release, even if that means your heels come towards your butt or your hands come to your knees. Let's take one more breath in. When you exhale, let your feet drop with a thump, maybe knocking the knees side to side. Walking your feet in a little bit closer towards your butt, and then we'll lift our hips up just enough to slide your hands under, and then put your hips back on, and then rock your knees side to side, just giving a little massage to your hands. Slowing down your breath. Tucking your chin in a little bit more. Take your hands out from under you. Bring the hands to the belly. Deep breath in through your nose. And then I want you to blow out through your mouth like you're blowing out through a straw. Really slow sheet-to-lead breath. Fill up again. Try to double the length of your inhale with your exhale. We'll do that 2 more times with your own breath. One last time. Fill up. Then releasing control of your breath. Maybe you bring your hands out to bring your palms to face up. You might slide your legs out, or if you want, you can stay right where you are. Just allowing your breath to settle back to its natural state and existing for a few minutes without obligation in Shavasana. As always, I invite you to stay here as long as feels good in your body, but if you're ready, start to find some small movements, deepening your breath. Maybe you like to lengthen or pull into a ball. Just finding the bigger movement before rolling to one side and gently pressing up. Finding a nice comfortable seat. Breathing in, reach your arms up. As you exhale, give yourself a little shake. And taking your hands to your heart center. Reminding yourself that you are enough. You're worthy of everything you want in this life. Thank you so very much for spending time with me. Please let me know what you thought, what you experienced, and I'll see you next time.